Hello everyone, welcome to this fifth part of this tutorial, and in this part we are going to learn about how to deploy your React application to an ec2 or a lightsail instance with drone CI SSH pipeline. So in the later videos, in the past videos, in different videos, we have learned about how to deploy applications in S3 bucket, Elastic Beanstalk with our drone CI Docker pipeline. So now in this video I'm going to tell you about how to deploy any applications to an ec2 instance or a lightsail with drone CI SSH pipeline. So let's get started. So first of all, what you need for this is that you need a good knowledge of an AWS and SSH pipelines and ec2 instances, and you should have drone CI server and SSH runner setup must be set up already for executing a drone CI. So if you do not have watched my previous videos about how to set up drone CI and server and SSH runner and Docker runner, you can see that video. I will be attaching the link, which must be popping up somewhere up in the video. And yeah, now let's get started. So first of all, you just need to activate your Git repository, and this will create a webhook to the Git repository and your drone CI server. And after that, what you need to do is that you just need to go to your project directory and create a .drone.yml file. This is a build configuration file for drone CI, and it is most important file, and it will everything you write, everything written inside that file will be executed in a drone CI server for testing and anything, installing dependencies and anything you can be used. So yeah, so after that, for SSH pipeline, you need to install a SSH runner. SSH runner should be installed in your drone server, and after that you just go to your project directory and create .drone.yml file and copy this code, this entire code. You should copy this entire code and save the file. I will explain each and every line of this file. So here it is a basic, it says the kind and the type of a pipeline and the name of a pipeline, and here it says server. So in the case of server host, you should give the host name of your server, that is your IP. It can be a public IP of a server, it can be a domain that is attached to your public IP of your server. And in the user, you have to give the username of your server, and I am using SSH key to authenticate with your server. You can also use password for accessing the server, but SSH key and keep your authentication is much more secure. So I recommend you guys to use this. And for that, what you have to do is that you have to copy a public key from your personal computer, from your local computer, and attach your public key to the server. You have to give the server, attach a public key to the server, and you have to give the private key of your account, of your local host, of a local machine, to the SSH key variable secret. Yeah, so what I am saying is that you have to go. So this is my local system, and this is my server. So this is my server, and this is my local system. Okay, and so what I am saying is that you should have generated public key and private key in your local system. So that is SSH key then, and when you with the help of this command, you will generate a public key and a private key in your local system. So I will not enter it because I have already generated. And after generating the public key and a private key, go to cd in your home directory, SSH here you can find the, this is your public key, and this is your public key, and this is your private key. Just cat this file, and you will see the public key, and copy that public key, and go to the server. So this is my server. So go to cd, change your SSH. So go to SSH, so ls here. So you can find here an authorized key. So you just need to edit this. You just need to add your public key inside the authorized key of your server. So the key that you have here, so this is the public key. Copy this public key, cat id rsa.pub. After entering this command, you will get an output. Copy that key and paste it inside this by vim authorized key. I'm not doing this because I have already done it. So I don't want to expose my public key and private key, which I have been using. If I have do it, if I show you here, I need to generate a new key, and I will need to configure in new keys, place new keys. So I won't do that. It will be lost of my time. So yeah, that's it. After doing that, what you need to do is that you need to cat this id rsa. This is the private key of your account. This private key should be, this is a private key of account, and this private key should be given to the drone. This private key should be given to the drone. So let me show you the repository, SSH React. So this is a repository, and here you should give a private key as well. So here host name is an IP of your elastic IP of your lightsail or ec2 instance, a public IP, and it can be a domain name mapped to your public IP of your server as well. And username can be the username of your server, which is by default. If you use an Ubuntu server, then it is Ubuntu. If you use an Amazon Linux, it will be ec2 user, so you can use that. And in the case of SSH key, you have to place here the private key of your local instance. So let me make you clear. First of all, you have to generate ssh-keygen. This will generate two key, public key and private key. Public key is id_rsa.pub, private key is id_rsa, and you have to copy the id.rsa.pub and paste it to the authorized key in your server. The public key should be copied and paste it in the authorized key of your server. After pasting that key, you have to copy the private key, that is id_rsa. You have to copy that key, and you have to paste that key in the secret of your repository of your Docker, of your drone CI UI. This is the repository, and in this repository I am implementing drone CI. So I have to copy that private key to the SSH key and paste it here. So I think it is clear to you guys. And after that, what you need to do, this will generate an SSH connection between your from your Docker from your SSH pipeline, Docker SSH pipeline runner, Docker SSH runner to from your SSH runner container, from your SSH runner container to the from a SSH runner container to the this lightsail. Okay, from this to this lightsail, it will do that. Okay, after doing that, what you need to do is that after we have entered to the server, then what I have done is that I have given a step whose name is install node dependencies. So here what I have done is that I have just updated the packages and I have installed the node. I have installed the node.js 12 version 12, and it will install ubuntu npm as well. And I have created directory. Directory name is /ubuntu /home /ubuntu /test, and I have copied everything inside this current directory where my github code is where my github repository is cloned, and I have recursively copied everything inside this test, and I have gone inside, I have changed my directory to inside this test, and I have installed my dependencies. And since I have installed my dependencies and I have run npm run script build, and the status is here whenever when the status success or fail. So whenever it is success or it is fail, it doesn't matter, it will execute to the next step. And the next step what we have done is that we have installed an Nginx for we can use Nginx for reverse proxy and as well. So here we are not using reverse proxy. What we have done is that just we have installed Nginx, and after installing Nginx I have written a configuration file of an Nginx. So let me I will show you in a bit. And I have moved that configuration file to the /etc/nginx/site enable, and inside this directory I have moved that configuration file, and I have just restart my service. And this will help you to deploy your React application in your system. So yeah, so let me show you the configuration Nginx configuration file. So wait for the git repo. So this is my no, this is not the repo I'm looking for. Let me go to the repository, and here SSH pipeline, this is the repository, and here I have written Nginx configurational conf. Here this name is default, and it says this is the general configuration file. You would understand by seeing this. I have just changed the root directory to the /home /ubuntu /test /build, where I have the build file, because index.html will be this build file. So if I kept the primitive and by default root, that is /var /www /html one, if you prefer to keep the primitive default root /var /www /html, you have to copy the build files from this to that default directory. So it increase extra steps. So I just kept the root directory here, and just whenever it says / it says it gives this one. So yeah, by default this is an simple Nginx configuration, and after this you are good to go. So let me show you the demo as well. So let's go here and let's go to a lightsail. Let's go to a lightsail, and it says we have here, this is an drone SSH pipeline test that I have done. So let's this is the IP of a drone server where I have copied my public key of my system to the authorized key and paste it there. So you must remember that. After that what I have done is that so this is the repository which I have activated, for drone for SSH pipeline test. And in the settings that I have given host name, SSH key and username. Remember, SSH key is the public key, not SSH key is not the public key. SSH key is a private key of your local system. When you pass local key from here, and you will and your server will have a public key, and you will send a private key, then they will be able to authenticate and you can access the server. And after that, after activating the server, after giving the secrets, and you need to create uh, .drone.yml file. Where is that? You need to create this .drone.yml file and copy this one. So let me go to the project. So this is a drone elastic beanstalk one. So let me go here. So cd desktop projects, and let me see the project which one I have used. Drone SSH pipeline, cd drone SSH pipeline test. So I'm inside that project. So let me open this code in a VS Code, and after this, what you can do is that, so this is the same code, this is an unnecessary code that I have commented. So yeah, I have given all the host name, username and SSH key as well, and I have activated the repository. And what I need to do is that I need to change the index.html. So the index.html says, so here it says, no, I have to change the app.js. So app.js says launch React with Taken technologies. So I will so first of all, let's see what the server is saying. Okay, so first of all, let's go here and go to the lightsail, copy this IP and just paste it here. So it says launch React with Taken technologies, that and which I have written here. So right, so now I will change launch React with DevOps tutorials by Abusan from Nepal. So I will save this, and what I will do is that I will check the status and I will commit the change. I have changed app.js inside source directory, so I will commit the change named let's say changed app.js, and I will push the code. So since I have pushed the code, let's go here in the repository. So this SSH pipeline has already been triggered, so you can see SSH pipeline has been triggered, and the commit that I have made, changed app.js, so it has cloned the directory and it is installing the node dependencies. And after it will install, and it will go to this step and restart the Nginx. So yeah, so here you can also see code has also been changed. So it's committed a minute ago and says changed app.js, right? So let's go here. So here you can see the successfully code has been updated. So here Nginx has been already restarted, and the dependencies has been already installed, and the build file has been made. And let's go here and refresh. So here you can see launch React with Taken technologies. Then after I replace, here must appear launch React with DevOps tutorial. So let's refresh. So here you can see launch React with DevOps tutorial by Abusan from Nepal. So in this way, you can change the code, automate your code deployment, since by drone ci ssh pipelines. I hope this video was informative. If you like this video, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. This will motivate me for making such kinds of videos. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.